Hi everyone, this is Bethany, BAcraftygirl, and this is my last Girl Talk Crafty Talk Friday. So thank you guys for hanging out with me this summer. I had a lot of fun doing this series, and I am so glad that I got the opportunity and asked to be a part of it. It was a ton of fun. And I thought on this last Crafty Talk Friday that I would talk about where I get inspiration from. And it was requested for this video, and at first I didn't really know what to say, but I think I figured out a few things, and I just would like to share that with you. Most of what I do is cards. I have started doing a little bit of project life type of scrapbooking type of thing, but you know, I'm mainly a card maker. I like the size. I don't like doing big sized projects. I like things that, you know, are a little smaller, and it's just a lot of fun. And I like using, you know, a small card and then putting like big things on it. And the things that I think are big, you know, don't necessarily look big on a big 12 by 12 layout. So that's kind of where I'm coming from on that. And I would have to say the thing that inspires me, like number one, is product. And like when I'm online shopping or when I'm at a crafty store shopping, I'm just like, I feel so energized just looking at a product. And I think some of that too is, you know, I don't really have a scrapbook store or crafty store in my area, so a lot of my shopping I do online because it's you know, the place I can get it from. So actually being in a physical store and getting to actually see the product before I buy it just is really something that gets my creative juices flowing. And I just pulled this because it was sitting here because I've been working with these. These are the Denami Design Chickies that I just got. And when I was looking at these online, like I was looking at this kitty chickie and I was looking at this telephone chickies and of course these cute little trick-or-treat chickies, and the ideas were just coming out. And usually when I buy something, I think about, you know, is it something that can only be used one way? Is it something that I can use in lots of different ways? And is it multi-purpose? Is it a singular thing? Da 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 da. For this stamp right here, you can totally mask off the trick-or-treat off this little bag, and it could just be little dress-up chickies. Or you could put happy birthday on there, or, you know, I just think it's fun. And then this kitty chickie, I'll show you my idea for it later. But and of course the Franken chickie, and they're just adorable, and I like things that have a sentiment to go with them too. And of course the little golfer chickie is going to be used for people that are very close to me and like to golf. So product, I love product. And I'm sure that's why I love haul videos. I like making haul videos and watching haul videos because you get to see different things that other people pick out, and you know, things that you might not have even have thought of. So I thought that's cool, which leads me into my second thing that's very inspiring is YouTube. And I joined YouTube about 3 years ago, and was a viewer probably only a couple weeks before I actually started making my own videos because I just thought it was awesome. And YouTube kind of saved me a little bit because I was really to a point about, you know, 3 years ago, before I found YouTube and started making videos, I was ready to sell every stamp I had, get rid of all my crafty stuff and just forget it, because I was uninspired and didn't know what to do and didn't know what direction to go in, and I didn't really have a style, and I was just done. I was frustrated and done, and then I wanted to buy something. I don't even remember what I wanted to get, and I was going to, you know, look up some reviews, maybe like on a website, and I Google searched it, and a YouTube video popped up about the product I wanted to buy. I don't even remember what it was. And I watched that video, and then, you know, in the sidebar there's related videos, and I just watched and watched and watched and watched, and it totally renewed my sense of inspiration. It totally renewed my sense of direction in being crafty and becoming a card maker. You know, a specific card maker. I hadn't really decided then that that's, you know, the direction I wanted to go with being crafty. And so YouTube has definitely been a huge inspiration to me, watching what other people haul, knowing what other kind of products are out there, and then I watch a ton of project shares and card shares, because I love to see what people get to use, and I love to see what people do with what they get. So it's just a lot of fun. Like, I would have never found paper tray ink. I would have never found MFT in the Little Pure Innocence Girls. You know, I would have never found out probably about Copics or colored pencils in the Gamsol, or, you know, just a ton of things that I love now. And that's cool. And a lot, and people have also asked before, you know, who do I watch, and stuff like that. I get a lot of my card making cues from Amy R., who is Prairie Paper and Ink here on YouTube, and I'm sure a lot of you watch her, and I really like her cards, and she's the one that inspired me to not just do the front but also do the inside of the card. So I pick up a lot of cues from her in terms of creativity and how to go about doing the insides of cards. And then I also watch T-Share in Japan, Sherry, and then Scrapology, and Scrappin' and Rappin', and Scrappy Hour 09, and, you know, tons of other people, and tons of awesome ideas, and it's just been great. I also do look at some blogs. I don't look at a whole bunch of blogs, but I do surf around some blogs and look at pictures and things like that. So, you know, YouTube has definitely been a huge inspiration. Another place where I get inspiration is magazines, and I have my favorites here. My favorite is this one. Let me move the camera up a little. Is this one by Stamping Tin & Company, and it's called the Stampers Sampler. You can get this at Joann's. You can also get it at, I don't know if you can get it at Michael's, but you can also get it at Barnes & Noble, which is usually where I get mine. And they are a little pricey, but they're almost more like a book than a magazine. There's not very many ads in them, which is cool. So this one, this magazine is my favorite Stamper Sampler. It's a quarterly magazine. So this is the April, May, June. I just got this one. So I haven't even looked at it yet. But they do challenges, and it's just a lot of fun to look at. And I like this one specifically because it's more my style. And then to go along with that is the Stampers Sampler Take 10. And I love this one too. I don't think I've looked at this one yet either. I'm checking to see if there's anything that's been folded over, because that's what I do. But I don't think I've looked at this one either. Oh, that's exciting. I have another one to look at. But this is the Stamper Sampler Take 10. So it's like the Stamper Sampler, only this one is cards and projects that are 10 minutes or less. So crafting great cards in 10 minutes or less. And they all include stamping. So, and that's why they're called the Stamper Sampler. And I like this one a lot because it's, you know, simple cards that you can whip out and be done, and also in my style. And it's just a lot of fun. And usually what I do is I take my time and I read and I look at the projects the first time through. And then what I do is I look through it again, and then I start dog-earing the pages that I either have the stamps that they used, or I have the nestabilities that they used, or I just really like the design. And it's just really cool. Like, you know, not necessarily images in my style and not necessarily colors in my style, but the way that a card was put together. Like, I can totally see myself doing this sketch with the band and then the square and then the circle and the scallop circle. I might have to dog ear that one. So sometimes you don't just look at, oh, well, I don't like that stamp. You have to look at, you know, if you were making a sketch. And I just like it. They always have a guest artist and they ask them questions. And then that guest artist has, you know, quite a few cards. And I just like the style of these magazines, and I like the style of cards that are published in them. Another couple of magazines that I really like is this Cards magazine. This one's quite pricey, but there's not very many ads in it. And that's a paper tray ink set, in case you were wondering. But I really like this magazine too. There's you know, only one card per page, but I really like what you get. Like, you get some quality, if anything, card sketches to work off of. That's an Estabilities Labels one. And I don't know, I really enjoy looking through these. And then I also have a Just Cards. I get these at my grocery store. My grocery store started carrying this one, and it's a seasonal, so I think it's a quarterly, and it's by Scrap and Stamp. And these aren't necessarily my, I like looking at them, I like seeing what people have done. To me, these are more, these style of cards are more like beginning / intermediate, and like you could do things to like jazz them up a little bit, but they're still really fun to look at. And I usually dog tag, you know, the cards that I either like or cards that I have the supplies that they use to make them. And it's just lots of fun. I like reading the supply list too, to see where they got their stamps from. So that's another good magazine to look at. So that's it for magazines and stuff like that. So that's where inspiration comes from. And then the last thing I wanted to show was I get inspiration from like other areas of life too. Like, it amazes me how like things that are popular in crafting also end up being popular like in clothing or fashion or you know, in other areas of life. I just find that really interesting. So I wanted to show the shirt that I just recently got at Maurice's, if you're wondering. And because I went back to school shopping, and it's really pretty. It has like this, I might have to pick up the camera. It has like this washed out little like watercolor design, and then the top, over top of it, is like this intricate swirly kind of design. And then it has the sequins on it. It's just really cute. And you know, sometimes when I look at this kind of stuff, I'm like, oh, I wish I had paper like that. So I just think that really inspires me to do kind of a washed out pattern within a bold, intricate pattern on top. I just think that is fun. And then of course it has the sparkle with the clear sequins on top. So I pull inspiration from other places as well, such as clothing. And also if I have a card to make for a specific thing, like when I made my brother's birthday card with the little Ningguins, like I knew he would love that. So I mean, you know, when I saw those Ningguins, I was like, I must have them. He will love that. So when you need to make something for a specific purpose, I think that gives you lots of inspiration too. So anyway, thank you for joining me for my last Crafty Talk Friday, and I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please put them down in the description or in the comments. I will try my best to get back to you in a quick fashion, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!